So before we start, let's have a brief history of our topic, scientific revolution. The scientific revolution refers to a period of time roughly from 1500 to 1700 which witnesses fundamental transformations in people's attitudes towards the natural world. According to Richard S. Westphal, the scientific revolution was the most important event in Western history, and as a historical discipline, it must have taken an unhappy step in the direction of antiquarianism. For good and for ill, science stands at the center of every dimension of modern life. It has shaped most of the categories in terms of which we think, and in the process has frequently subverted humanistic concepts that furnish the sinews of our civilization. Through its influence on technology, it has helped to lift the burden of poverty from much of the Western world. This presentation aims to answer the following questions. And now, let's proceed to the first question.
First question is, what major implication of the scientific revolution in the advancement of science and technology? The scientific revolution, which spanned from the late 16th to the 7th century, had marvelous contributions for the advancement of science and technology. Advancement in mathematics, physics, astronomy, and other natural science, which find their origins in the scientific revolution. A major implications was the shift from reliance on traditional belief and superstitions to an emphasis on empirical observation and systematic experimentation. Thinkers like Galileo Galilei and Johannes Kepler, for instance, challenged long-held geocentric views, leading to the acceptance of heliocentric model of the solar system. This supports a structured approach to investigation that is still at the heart of modern science today. Additionally, the scientific revolution has paved the way to publicize ideas and knowledge across the world. World-renowned like Sir Isaac Newton unified and distributed his findings through published works and leading to a revolutionary discovery, distribution for the future, and the rapid dissemination of discoveries, all of which is crucial for the technological advancement. In summary, the scientific revolution's main implications was the transformation of how humanity approached knowledge and understanding. The foundation and building blocks for modern scientific and technological age that continues to mold our world today are emphasized by data from experimentation, boosting global cooperation, and promoting innovations for science and for the future technology.
Next, can scientific knowledge alone be sufficient in developing the Philippines? In this part, it seeks to examine the scientific literacy in the Philippines and how the scientists' voices are being ignored by the government. According to the article of Pakala, the current state of Philippine scientific literacy is like a patient in the ICU in the hospital. There is a dire need for all solutions to this problem. The proliferation of internet trolls, the dissemination of misinformation against vaccines, and the poor ranking in international science and mathematics tests, and many more. The wrong information seems to be flooding the internet, and people caught up in it are out of control. The amount of information produced, as well as the citizens who are scientifically illiterate, seem to have no limit. In recent years, with the help of modern technologies, more resources helps to improve scientific literacy in the Philippines and make it easier for people to learn science. According to Mark Villanueva and Mary Ricania, in order to improve our quality of life, the government must make heavy investments in the science sector. Moreover, in this article, it also says that our government lacks support for Filipino scientists. This is a sad reality of being a scientist in the Philippines. It is not just their voice that are ignored, but also the fact that they have been blatantly criticized for only doing their jobs. The goal of science is to be in the service of humanity, but science alone cannot improve the quality of life in the Philippines. In conclusion, in order to improve our quality of life, scientific literacy and government support for scientists needs to be improved. Therefore, scientific knowledge alone cannot be sufficient in developing the Philippines.
Did the application of science knowledge enhance the welfare of everybody? For most of human history, knowledge was acquired through trial and error, with early people relying on their instincts and observation to discover new things. This method, known as trial and error, allowed them to observe various aspects of life, such as plant growth, animal behavior, and the properties of materials. However, this method was slow and did not provide a deeper understanding of phenomena, such as the existence of genes, cell divisions, communication, respiration, and evolution. Early people also had little or no knowledge of the mechanism behind certain phenomena, which they had to wait for the arrival of science. As a result, they were able to understand what works but had little or no understanding of the underlying mechanism behind the processes. They were saying here that early people did not actually learn from science. They learned from trial and error. They keep trying and they keep failing, but they learn. And when the science arrive, they understand what works, but still they are still understanding the mechanism behind these processes. That's all. Thank you.